there's camber everywhere at the Glen. Not to mention uphill benefits, especially going through the bus stop. Anyway, the more track time you get, it's kind of like playing golf. You start to learn how to read the greens. Well, you start to learn how to read a road for where you can put the car, and it comes with vision. Look at the camber coming up here. This is just beautiful. I mean, this really, that's almost like a flat out corner right there. They don't want you to speed, but they make it so inviting. Crap. Oh man, I'd be in so much trouble if I didn't have any kind of control. And no caravan in front of me. This was worth the ride. This road is heaven. If you're coming north from Florida to the northeast, detour through Atlanta and up to 129 and run up to Deals Gap. This is just heaven. Have a pulse for cars. I don't even care what car you drive. If you enjoy driving, you need to be on this road. It doesn't matter what you drive. I mean, I'm fortunate. I know I'm fortunate to be here in a C6. But I'm telling you, any car would be a joy to drive on this road. Up nicely. Oh my God. This is a total blessing. I sure hope that camera's picking up what I'm seeing. Oh, and not to mention, obviously, we're full bore in full spring mode right now. I mean, everything's pretty much bloomed, at least down here. So it's only going to get better. Thank you, Mustang. And he's going to open it up. There he goes. Until he catches the car in front of us, which is fine. We are now going to be doing the posted speed limit -2 all the way up to tail. 20 miles of hell. Let's see who bites first. Mustang's going to go around this car as soon as we can. Oh, you didn't do it. I can't pull up. There you go. Oncoming traffic. Hasn't stopped the Mustang before. I'm going to take full advantage and drive at 1,000 RPM and get 24.3 miles per gallon. Right now, my range to empty is 449 miles. Let's see if I can get that to 455. Just jumped to 444. Alright, I had to put it in fifth. I was at 800 RPM. front splitter, the ZR1 full carbon wing in the back. Does not have the carbon side sills, but I think I'm going to add that, only because it just makes the car complete. The heads-up display is awesome. The radio is, it's okay. It's got a dated nav system, and unfortunately, the nav it's a DVD-based navigation system, and the DVD that I have in this car does not have all 10 zones, as is posted in their manual, ironically. So their manual shows 10 zones with you can choose up-down to pick the region, and because I don't have that capability of the region I want to be in, which is the Northeast, which is region 8, 9, and 10, I can't use the navigation. I can't program anything. So I'm using Waze in my phone, which is not the end of the world. Still learning the voice activation. The hands-free Bluetooth works really well. There's a learning curve. I mean, I'm learning as I go with this thing. Other than that, fit and finish for this car, bear in mind it's a Chevrolet, is actually really, really good. The plastics are really cheap plastic. All right, like the binnacle for the info stuff. It's cheap. All right, but it fits well. So how long it's going to last, I have no clue. My car is going to be in a climate control garage, so that should help it. But other than that, the leather is, look, it's not a European car. All right, the leather it's American leather. It's not great. That's when you buy like an Aston Martin or Bentley or anything, you're paying for amazing hides. And if you're buying those cars, do not buy them new. Don't be a fool, because those cars depreciate like there's no tomorrow, and they are such a great vehicle, but they're expensive to maintain, so bear that in mind. But those cars have amazing fit and finish. This car, if you're buying this because of fit and finish, you're missing the point. You're buying this because of its sheer bang for the buck. You cannot beat a C6 Z06 bang for the buck, especially now, April 30th, 2019. You got the new C8 coming out. I personally don't think the C8 should be called a Corvette. A Corvette to me is a front-engine V8 pushrod motored vehicle. Just like to me a Ferrari is a front-engine V12 manual. Anything else, turbocharged, all that, okay, you're paying for the name at that point. I'm not a fan of those. I'm not saying they're not incredible, capable cars. They are, but I guess I'm more of a purist. All right, 16 miles to the tail, to the start of the tail, and I'm hoping that it's not too busy, and I'm hoping we don't have a lot of cops out. Even with Waze, I don't think people are going to be able to take the time to indicate where the cops are, so I'm just going to enjoy the ride, chalk it off my list, at least in this car. I'll want to come back down with my turbo to do it, with my NSX, with my Viper, because what's the point of having those cars if you don't drive them? So range did only drop to 442, now we're at 441 because we're going uphill. So we're still getting over 24 miles per gallon. definitely a two-person long cruising car. It's got good amount of luggage space for a long weekend. Like I said earlier, the seats are comfortable for long hauls. AC on it works really well. It's dual zone. It does have cruise control. Viper doesn't. Viper's AC sucks. You're either freezing your ass off or melting. There's like no in between with that, and you can't adjust the